Imagine this. You wake up, and the first thing you see, sun glinting off turquoise waters, just steps away. Breakfast. Oh, it's already thought of. Drinks. Yeah, they're flowing freely. No wallet, no worries, just pure relaxation. Sounds like the ultimate escape, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the promise, the big draw of an all-inclusive vacation. But you know, us here at the Deep Dive, we kind of like to peel back the layers, see if paradise really lives up to the hype. So, okay, let's unpack this. Are these getaways truly as amazing as they sound, or is there, more to the story?
It's a really powerful vision, isn't it? And it captures the imagination of so many travelers who are just seeking an effortless escape. So today, we're taking a deep dive into the world of all-inclusive resorts.
Right.
We're sifting through experiences from seasoned travelers, looking at the fine print, the practical realities, really exploring both the joys and, well, the potential pitfalls.
Okay.
Our mission, really, is to arm you, our listener, with the insights you need to confidently decide if an all-inclusive truly aligns with, your travel style and your values.
Right. Okay, so when we hear all-inclusive, what instantly springs to mind? For a lot of us, I bet it's visions of never-ending buffets, right? Big, colorful cocktails, maybe a little overindulgence, and definitely no nasty surprises on the bill. You're not alone in thinking that. But beyond those images, what does that term actually mean, like in practical terms, for someone booking a trip?
Well, what's truly fascinating is just how much these packages can cover.
Oh.
For most all-inclusives, you essentially pay one price up front, right? And that covers the vast majority of your needs once you're actually on the resort.
Okay.
So we're talking about all your meals and snacks you can genuinely wander into, say, the beach grill or the main dining room, and eat until you're happy.
Nice. No counting pennies for lunch.
Exactly. And yes, it absolutely covers drinks too, including a wide array of alcoholic beverages. Think frozen cocktails by the pool, wine with dinner, specialty cocktails in the evening. Though it's a good point to maybe mention that some resorts might limit, say, the super top shelf liquors or specific premium wines. So if you're a real connoisseur, that's something worth checking.
Good tip.
Yeah. And beyond food and drink, you've got daily activities like pool volleyball, maybe dance lessons, sometimes even introductory scuba in the pool, non-motorized water sport.
Kayaks, paddle boards, that sort of thing.
Exactly, that kind of stuff. Usually part of the deal. Then there's nightly entertainment, live bands, shows, maybe karaoke.
Oh, boy, karaoke.
Yeah, sometimes. Plus your room, obviously, and often even a mini fridge that's stocked and refilled. It's all designed to make you feel like everything is just handled.
That sounds incredibly appealing. I mean, it really sells that dream of total relaxation, doesn't it?
It does.
And from what we've seen, so many people genuinely adore all-inclusive resorts. When you talk to them, what's like the number one reason they rave about these getaways?
Well, without a doubt, the primary draw is just the sheer ease of budgeting. There's this profound psychological relief, I think, that comes with knowing your total cost before you even pack your bags.
Right. No sticker shock later.
Exactly. No mental math at every meal. No worrying about ordering another drink. For a lot of people, that upfront payment just eliminates surprise charges for food, drinks, activities.
Yeah.
It makes the whole spending side of travel incredibly transparent and easy.
Yeah, I can see that.
So if you're someone who really values fixed costs, or maybe you just dread that post-vacation credit card bill, this can be incredibly appealing. It's almost like a break from financial decisions.
And beyond the budget, there's that pull of all you can eat, all you can drink, all you can do, right? Unlimited meals, snacks, drinks.
Yeah.
Often with a pretty good variety, too, like buffets and maybe some a la carte restaurants.
Yeah. The variety can be quite good depending on the resort. You might find Italian, Mexican, local cuisine.
Plus all the activities like water aerobics, games, paddle boarding you mentioned, yoga. It feels like a huge value if you actually do all that stuff.
Definitely. And it's especially brilliant for families or groups. One person wants to lounge by the pool, another wants to play volleyball. Maybe the kids are off doing something else.
Right. Everyone can do their own thing, but meet up easily.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It really stretches the value for diverse groups and anyone who just appreciates having constant access to food and fun without extra planning.
That convenience factor seems huge.
Oh, it extends way beyond just food and activities. It's about creating genuinely stress-free travel. You arrive, you check in, you relax, and, well, the resort team handles the details. No meal planning, no grocery shopping, no scrolling through restaurant reviews for hours.
Ugh, yeah, the review scrolling.
Right, activities are right there on the property. No need to arrange transport or chase down bookings. For anyone who's ever felt that vacation planning burnout where the planning itself becomes stressful.
Totally been there.
The appeal of an all-inclusive is just profound. It really is like that lazy river analogy. You just hop in and everything carries you along.
That's a great way to put it. Lazy river of travel. And beyond the practical stuff, these places are often just gorgeous, aren't they? Designed to look like paradise, lush gardens, palm trees, amazing beaches.
Absolutely. They really excel at cultivating that paradise aesthetic.
Yeah.
It makes it so easy to feel those stresses from home just melt away the second you walk in.
Yeah.
And linking that back, this whole low-stress, amenity-rich vibe makes them fantastic for, say, multi-generational family trips or big groups.
Yeah.
Different room types, activities for all ages.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone finds their niche. And it's easy to regroup for meals without the massive headache of coordinating, 12 people across the city.
Okay, that all sounds incredibly idyllic. Seriously tempting. But all right, let's pump the brakes for a second before everyone rushes off to book. While these resorts can be paradise for some, our research definitely flags some real drawbacks to think about. So the big question becomes, is booking one really worth it for me and my specific travel style?
And that raises a really critical point about what might be lurking beneath that all-inclusive banner. Hidden costs and the art of the upsell.
Ah, yes. The all isn't always all.
Exactly. The all sometimes means not quite all. So yeah, basic drinks and buffets are usually covered. But that fancy steakhouse you saw pictures of, that top shelf tequila, a massage at the spa, motorized water sports like jet skis.
Extra.
Often extra, sometimes significantly extra. And we even heard from sources about things like airport transfers maybe not being included or automatic daily tips getting added.
Oh, yeah. Gotta watch for those automatic gratuities.
Definitely. A really good pro tip that came up was check the fine print meticulously. Or better yet, just email the resort directly before you book. Ask specifics.
Good idea.
Like one example mentioned was Paradisus La Perla in Riviera Maya, apparently. Access to certain specialty restaurants depends on the room category you book. Easy detail to miss.
Okay, so clarity is key there. What else? I've heard people talk about the bubble effect.
Yes, the bubble effect. That's a big one for certain travelers. By their very design, many all-inclusives can feel quite insulated, quite separate from the place they're actually in. You might spend your whole week within the resort walls, eating resort food, seeing mostly other tourists, and the local culture, the vibe just outside the gates, can remain almost completely untouched.
Right, so you're not really experiencing the country, necessarily.
Precisely. It often means choosing the buffet over, say, finding amazing, authentic street food or having burgers and pizza instead of trying unique regional dishes.
Yeah.
Genuine cultural experiences, exploring local markets, chatting with artisans, just seeing daily life. Those often require you to actively organize and pay for an excursion yourself. So if you're someone who really seeks that genuine sense of place, those unique travel stories, that kind of standardized resort feel, which can be pretty similar, whether you're in the Caribbean or Mexico or wherever. It might leave you feeling a bit, I don't know, disconnected.
Yeah, a bit like you could be anywhere. And let's be honest with ourselves here. That unlimited access, it can be dangerous.
Yes.
Unlimited pancakes, tacos at midnight, pina colada starting at 10 a.m. It's incredibly easy to slide from treat yourself mode into, oh dear, where did my self-control go?
It's a very real concern. The potential for overindulgence is definitely there. And that can lead to, feeling bloated, maybe some regrets the next morning. Food waste is another aspect, unfortunately. And maybe not feeling your best if you overdo it at the bar.
Yeah.
So for people aiming for mindful travel or trying to stick to healthy habits, it's something to consider.
Although,
Although,
it's worth noting some resorts are catering to this now. Like Palmaya, the House of IA, was mentioned. Places focusing on wellness, plant-based options, a more mindful approach. So alternatives exist. Okay, good to know. We also heard quite mixed things about food quality overall. Some people say it's just meh, like there's no incentive for the chefs to excel because it's already paid for. Volume over quality.
that perception is definitely out there. And sometimes it might be true. But other experiences we looked at from really seasoned travelers suggest that if you do your research, the food can actually be truly excellent.
Really? Like specific examples?
Yeah, a couple mentioned were the Olympic Lagoon in Paphos, Cyprus, and the Atrium Platinum in Rhodes. They were specifically called out for having exceptional food.
Okay.
So it really debunks the myth that all-inclusive food is mediocre. It just highlights how crucial it is to read recent specific reviews for the exact resort you're considering. Don't just generalize.
Gotcha. Do your homework on the food front. And what if you're, say, an adventure traveler? Or maybe you just don't drink alcohol? Can it feel a bit off?
Yeah, that's another valid point. If you thrive on exploring independently, or if alcohol isn't your thing, you might feel a bit out of place, or like you're not really getting your money's worth.
Right, paying for booze you don't drink.
Exactly. And that free-flowing booze atmosphere can sometimes create a real party vibe that just isn't for everyone.
Hmm.
And this actually leads us to another really critical consideration that came up a lot: the potential negative impact on the local community and the environment.
Ah, okay. Tell me more about that.
Well, all-inclusive resorts have faced criticism, sometimes quite sharply, for issues like potentially low wages or poor working conditions for local staff. There are also environmental concerns, water usage,
Great.
food waste, high energy consumption,
Yeah, big operations.
big operations. And because guests are so strongly encouraged, incentivized really, to stay on the property for everything,
Yeah.
tourist dollars often don't make their way to local independently owned businesses just outside the gates. And a big chunk of the profits can flow out of the country back to multinational hotel chains.
It doesn't feel great. So what can travelers do about that if they do choose an all-inclusive?
That's a great question. The advice is to be a conscious traveler. Tip generously directly to the staff. Make an effort to patronize local restaurants and shops outside the resort, even if it's just for one meal or some souvenirs.
Get out of the bubble a bit.
Exactly. Book excursions directly with local tour operators rather than just the resort's desk. Those small actions put money directly into the local economy
Okay.
and often give you a much more authentic experience anyway.
Yeah.
And, the basics. Always be kind, courteous, respectful to staff. Maybe learn a simple hello or thank you in the local language. It shows appreciation.
Good advice. It's about being responsible, not just relaxed.
Precisely.
Okay, so after weighing all those pros and cons, which are fascinating, what does this boil down to for you, the listener? How do you actually sort through this and figure out if all in is your vibe for the next trip?
Yeah, it really comes down to taking a good look at your personal travel style, your approach to budget, and frankly, your core values as a traveler.
Okay, so break that down. Travel style first.
Right. Ask yourself, are you, like we joked, a beach potato? Someone who genuinely loves parking yourself in one beautiful spot, never needing Google Maps, happy with drinks on tap, and maybe trying a new activity each hour?
Guilty sometimes.
Huh. Or are you more of a DIY explorer? Someone who gets energy from wandering local markets, taking unexpected detours, seeking out hidden gems and authentic interactions,
Okay.
and all-inclusive, perfect for the beach potato, maximum relaxation, minimal effort. But the DIY explorer, they might start feeling restless, maybe even a bit claustrophobic after a day or two inside that bubble.
Makes sense, then budget approach.
Yeah, and your consumption habits. Are you someone who generally eats and drinks quite a bit on vacation? Someone who will really maximize that unlimited aspect? Or do you tend to eat light, maybe skip meals? Perhaps you don't drink much alcohol? If so, you might end up paying for a lot you don't actually use.
Right, the value proposition changes.
It does. But for many, that single large upfront cost just kills the money stress for the whole trip. Knowing it's handled provides huge peace of mind. For others, it feels restrictive or potentially wasteful.
Okay, and priorities. What did you mean by that?
Are you dreaming of truly authentic local food and deep cultural immersion? Or is your main goal a fantastic pool, consistent comfort, and just a totally worry-free environment?
Ah, okay.
Because while some all-inclusives do have great local options, many tend to play it safe with international menus to please everyone. So you need to know what you prioritize.
Food versus pool, basically.
Sort of. And also consider your values. Do you need control over every spending choice and activity? Or is convenience the absolute king, even if it might mean less direct support for local businesses or a higher chance of food waste? There's no right answer, just what feels right for you.
What about specific situations like solo travelers or families?
Good question. For solo travelers, some resorts are known for being more social, making it easier to meet people. The Rio Palace Riviera Maya was mentioned as an example. Others are very couple-focused.
Right.
For non-drinkers, again, you might feel you're subsidizing the drinkers. But some places offer soft-only rates or wellness packages that shift the focus away from alcohol.
Interesting.
And for those big multi-generational family trips, all-inclusives can be a lifesaver. Seriously. Takes pressure off group decisions. Everyone does their own thing, meets for dinner, no arguments about where to eat.
Yeah, I can see the appeal there. Less coordination.
A lot less coordination. And finally, location itself plays a huge role.
How so?
Well, think about Punta Cana, for instance. In some parts of the Dominican Republic, all-inclusives might be your main or even safest option if the infrastructure outside the resorts isn't well developed for tourists or if there are safety concerns. But contrast that with, say, Aruba, a safe, easy-to-navigate island with tons of great local restaurants. Many travelers argue the value shifts there. Going à la carte and exploring the island might be much more appealing and maybe even better value.
Right, if you want to leave the resort easily.
Exactly. If you like walking to local bars and restaurants, feeling part of the town, an all-inclusive might feel really confining. But if you're going somewhere remote where there aren't many options outside the resort, then an all-inclusive might be the most practical choice for comfort and amenities.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So to help people avoid those, oops, wish I'd known that moments, you guys put together a quick checklist, right?
You did. Just a few key things to consider before you hit book now.
Lay it on us.
Okay, first, read recent resort reviews critically. Don't just skim. Look for red flags, recurring complaints, surprises like wine wasn't included, or hidden fees. Check comments on food quality beyond day 2. Service. Even things like, are there long lines for ice cream or not enough beach chairs?
Good practical stuff. Okay, number 2.
Second, check the included activity list very carefully. Make sure what you're picturing, whether it's daily yoga, scuba lessons, paddleboarding, is actually part of the package, not an extra charge.
Right. Don't assume. What's next?
Third, scan sample menus online if you can. Get a feel for the dining options. Are there enough choices to keep you interested for a week, or does it look like you'll be tired of the buffet by day 3? Like, cereal for breakfast every day might get old.
True. Okay, number 4.
4, look up off-resort excursions and their costs. If exploring is important to you, budget time and money for those day trips.
Yeah.
Maybe even research local tour operators directly.
Good tip about booking local. And the last one.
Finally, and maybe most importantly, make peace with your vacation personality. Be honest with yourself. If you know you need control, flexibility, space to be spontaneous, book somewhere with easier opt-outs, or even consider a different type of accommodation altogether, like self-catering.
So you can make your own midnight sandwich if you want to.
Yes.
That's a fantastic checklist. And it underlines the point that there's really no wrong answer, is there? Some trips just need that set-it-and-forget-it pure relaxation vibe. And others need more adventure, more digging deep, more spontaneity. The great thing is you get to pick the experience that truly works for you. So there you have it, our deep dive into the fascinating and sometimes debated world of all-inclusive resorts. Hopefully you've got a clearer picture now of the convenience, the set costs, the relaxation they offer.
Yeah, the definite upsides.
But also the potential trade-offs, regarding authentic local flavor, maybe control over your daily spending and that bigger picture community impact.
Exactly. And ultimately, the sweet spot really lies in planning with intention.
Yeah.
Letting your actual travel goals, your budget style, your personal preferences lead the way.
Yeah.
Your choice should just match what truly matters most to you for that specific getaway. There's no single right answer in travel, and understanding that is, I think, pretty empowering.
Well said. We really hope this deep dive helps you plan your next escape with that intention so you walk away with zero regrets, just lots of sunny, fulfilling memories.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with. In this world of just endless travel choices, what is the greatest luxury? Is it truly having absolutely everything taken care of for you? Or is it maybe the freedom to craft and experience every single moment, even the spontaneous ones, exactly as your heart desires?